Hey guys, what's up? Sean Vaginski here. First off, I am very sorry that I couldn't get you the video footage at my school or whatever. It's because I didn't actually go to school today, so I couldn't actually get the footage. What ended up happening is I had a doctor's appointment. I had to go to a doctor's appointment, and a lot of crazy stuff happened. It was just supposed to be some simple checking up doctor's appointment, you know, and then I leave the doctor's appointment. About 10 minutes after doctor's appointment, this side of my body gets numb, and first thing comes to your mind, stroke. So I'm like freaking out because I think I might be having a stroke. It turns out it was anxiety. I went to the doctor actually, and that's what they said. They said it was an anxiety, and I was hyperventilating, which then caused that. So that's insane. So I thought I had a stroke, and it wasn't a stroke. They basically just said to hold your breath for 5 seconds, and it went away. So that was a very interesting moment. Anyways, yeah. Also, I got this new shampoo here. It's 99.9% natural. You know what that means, though? There is 0.1% not natural. I find that so funny that they would put 0.1% of not natural in that. Like, what do they do? Take a little drop of unnatural stuff and just, oh, yeah, now it's not natural. Now, what's up with those street lights or whatever? You know, when you're driving your car and then you go to those lights and they have those cameras watching you, and you're like, you know, I wonder who's watching this. You know there's someone sitting down watching your car go across the street. You know what I think it is? I think there's a whole bunch of car critics. You know, these people that really like cars, they're all into cars and stuff. Like, man, that's a Chevy driving there. They don't even care if you drive past a red light. They don't really care. There's like, man, look how fast that car's running away from the cop, man. That's sweet. That's what happened. There's car critics. They had this brilliant idea to put cameras at the streetlights so they could watch cars, and because that's what they're into. That's exactly why they have cameras on our streetlights monitoring us, which is always really creepy when you see cameras on your street watching you. Do you ever kind of feel weird? You're like, wait, why is there cameras watching us? There's no one is going to steal something in the middle of a street. And you're like, oh, because then people will go past red lights. You know, if the person is dumb enough to drive in front of a fucking car driving across the street ahead of them, I think they deserve to get hit by another car. Like, seriously, okay, you see a red light. Okay, well, if there's no cars coming, you should just drive. But no, it's a law. I don't understand laws, really. Another question. Why is it that snow takes longer to hit the ground than rain? First off, snow is freaking ice, man. Snow is frozen rain. Don't you think ice would fall quicker than water? You know, it's just a question. I just kind of, it was snowing today, and I'm like, you know what? Shouldn't snow be falling quicker than rain? You know, that's what pondered my mind when I looked at snow. Now, most people wouldn't even think that. They'd be like, whoa, it's snowing outside. But no, I'm like, wow, shouldn't the snow be falling faster? That's what I came up with. Now, you're probably thinking like, wow, you are really weird. And you learn something new every day. So yes. Now, another thing that kind of, was pondering my mind today was, does it really have to, like, snow, You think when it gets really cold up in the sky, there'd just be huge blocks of ice falling. Why does it turn into little nice, compact little snowflakes? Like, what's up with that? Why is it that the rain just forms into a snowflake? Wouldn't it just turn into, like, a frozen ice raindrop? These things ponder my mind. Yes. Anyways, guys, enough with this random questions and randomness. Okay, today is February 2nd. Yes, it's really dumb that I don't know the date. But it's February 2nd today, and today I thought I had a stroke, but it turned out it was just anxiety from another pill I was taking. Anyways, that's not important right now. What is important is that it's the end of the show. Reason is I don't know what to talk about. I actually, on my computer, I basically have a note of ideas. I have ideas for special life, ideas for vlogs. And I have no ideas. I don't know what to talk about right now. So guess what? It's the end of the show. Tell me in the comments if this was a crappy vlog. If it is, you can go die in a hole. No, I'm just kidding. I really want to know if it's a crappy vlog or a good vlog. You know, I want the constructive criticism so I can improve it. You know, maybe this vlog wasn't as funny or comedicalness, but still, I was telling stories and asking very important questions, like why does snow fall so slow? So you guys can just go and type your little, oh, this video was so stupid, all you talked about was snow. Well, that's great. You know what? Goodbye. Seriously, goodbye. Whoa. Sorry, but one thing I forgot to say is that we made $94 off ads on our website. That is awesome because we have to get $100 before Google or whatever actually sends us the money. But all the money that we are getting, we're going to be using for our videos and special channel. So look forward to prizes, maybe a new HD webcam, which costs $100, which most likely I will buy. But it's pretty much up to you guys what I spend the money on. I'm spending it on special channel because I made it from special channel. It's just the way I work. But yes, we actually made $94, and just in the last 7 days, we made $42. That's insane, guys. I just wanted to say that because that is huge, okay? Thank you, guys. And, yeah, for real, this is the real deal buy, okay? This is like the freaking king of goodbyes. I don't think that made sense. But this is the real buy. So, goodbye!